Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to finish up the final frost cloth covers for the tropicals here in Melbourne. I'm not doing the guava. Guava is pretty tough, although it's tropical. It can take the cold here. As you can see, there isn't one single red leaf yet. This is the Amman, right? So it's the first week of winter and we're gonna finish this off finally, guys. Papaya here is a sook for my location. It grows like a weed in the subtropics, but not here. Not here, guys. Here it's a major pain in the butt. That's the end of the frost cloth from eBay that I got, that box, remember, Net Pro? And because that's not going to be enough to cover today's trees, I had to go to Bunnings and get inferior frost cloth. Look how thin it is. Look at that. Look at that, guys. How inferior the Bunnings material is, right? This one here. Compared to the one from eBay. Look at the difference in quality, right? Look at that. Can you see the difference? So this is, you know, night and day. So I don't know who to give this last piece to. Who's gonna get the special treatment? Because the rest are gonna get that one. So it's either going to be the papaya or the jackfruit, the black gold, right? That guy there, who's starting to really be knocked around, even though he's getting new growth, which I find to be a miracle. I don't know how he's getting new growth. Guys, the night temperatures now are between 2 and 6 every night. And this guy's pushing growth. Go figure. Yeah, very strange. So, and we've got bugs eating him. The bigger problem than the cold are the bugs, right? So we got double whammy hitting the tropicals, not only the cold. And the other tree today I'm going to cover is this little baby size grafted sweetheart, which is starting to sulk. It's still green, but the top leaves are sulking. See them? They're not perky. A month ago they were perky. They were like that. They were like this, and now they're like that. See how they changed? Because of the night temperatures, guys. At night, daytime's fine. Daytime's between 12 and 16. 12 and 16 is not going to kill any tropical. The nighttime, that 2, 3, 4, 5 Celsius at night is the killer. And you don't get those temperatures in the subtropics, guys. That's the difference. I had to go out again looking for clamps, right? Very expensive, guys. Every time I get a bag like this, it's $50. $50 for another bag of clamps. I can use zip ties, but I don't want to put holes through the frost cloth because I want to use it again next year. I don't want to rip it with holes, puncture it. So I have to do it like this. There's another way to do it. You can clamp it on, right? Someone mentioned putting a clamp that clamps over, slides in. I haven't been able to find those. Guys, I haven't been able to find slip-on clamps, slip-on whatever they're called. So yeah. I'm using these. These are like $1 each. Not cheap. Especially when you need 200 of them. Okay, I cut off some of the branches, the leaves that were sticking out. Right? Out to here and out to here. So there's enough room to put a small square of netting, of frost cloth that is. In this smaller space rather than how it was before. Yeah, so the smaller the space, the warmer it'll be in there. And I've put everything on top to keep the soil relatively warm and dry. Okay, looks like this one piece of remaining cloth is going to be enough just for this one plant. See guys how quick they go, right? If you want to do a thorough job, yeah, the cloth runs out fast even though it's such a small space. Okay, that's done. That took me, over 10 minutes. Look how many clamps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 clamps. I got the miniature ones. These tiny ones. I've been using these medium-sized ones from the beginning. These ones here. But these poles, these stakes are too small, right? They're too thin for these thick clamps. So I got these smaller clamps for these thin stakes. Yeah. All right, let's move to the next tree. I really hate doing this, by the way, mainly because it's cold. Back in April when I started with the Abiu, it was a little different because it was still warm. We still had 20, 22 Celsius. And now it's like 12. Guys, 12 Celsius is much different to 20. And then you'll say, oh, why don't you get dressed? Guys, I told you, I don't like bundling up. I hate it. I don't know if people can enjoy the snow and enjoy just cold. I don't know how they can dig it. I like being in my skin, not in coats and jackets. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. It's just so unnatural. All right, we're gonna do the jackfruit next. Okay, as I said, this one is very thin. It's like toilet tissue. Literally toilet tissue. I mean, even toilet tissue is thicker than this. I don't know how the big box stores can even call this or even sell this as frost cloth. But it is what it is, right? So I have to do at minimum 2 wraps and preferably 3, triple, to have a decent protection from the wind. I don't think it's going to do much with the temperature, but these are seedling jackfruits, so it should be okay. Should be. Okay, black gold jackfruit seedling done. That's 2 down. Not very strong though. It's a bit wobbly. Should have had something to reinforce it horizontally, but that's the best I can do right now. I don't know what the 60km/h wind gusts will do, but I'm not very confident. That's all I can do for now. Next, the mango. It's getting dark, I've got to get moving. And by the way, I gave that a triple wrap and a double wrap on top of this inferior frost cloth. Mango's done. Before I go off to the back, I just want to see if I can close the gap here on this, which has been open for 6 weeks. I'm sure it'll do fine open, but just to be on the bright side of things, right? I've got a little cloth left. That's from the inferior roll. That's what was left of it, so I might as well use it up in this space. Got a wax jambu and papaya here. Okay, it's not perfect. That's a double wrap. Even though it's double wrapped, you can still see through it. Look at that. And the Net Pro, that's one wrap there, double wrap there, double wrap there. Look, the Net Pro single wrap, the Bunnings frost cloth double wrap. See how the Net Pro, one layer of the Net Pro is equivalent to 2, maybe 3 layers of the cheaper stuff. So that's all covered now, finally. I also want to do a few other touch-ups. Loose, flappy cloth. I'm from the last time I did this. See how this needs another clip here? So I bought extra clamps, which I'm gonna use here in the front so I can be finished. Right, see how they're loose? I mean, this is okay-ish, right? But when there's strong winds, guys, this here will force this clamp to come undone. When it's blowing for 8 hours, that's why we fasten it, for that reason, not for looks, not because it's not pretty. There's a reason. Anything loose, right? So that's why I got more of the regular size clamps, right? A lot of them, not just the little skinny ones. I just hope I have enough now for the back. I've got the lakucha that needs to be covered, and the Malay jackfruit, and I'm running out of clamps. So what I'm going to do is go and take care of those first, rather than clean that up and see what I got left when I'm done. I also want to take care of this jackfruit seedling, which is open at the bottom. That's not a priority because it's already been, the important part is done, right? It's got a single layer and a double layer at the top. The top is double and this side is double. Single on this side, single on that side. But the bottom is open. But the bottom doesn't have any leaves. It's only got a trunk. And that trunk is over 1 inch thick. So it should be okay, should be. See what I have left over from the cloth here. I don't think I'm gonna have anything left. But I do have a lot of extra cloth rolled up on this wax jambu that I can cut off. But not much, as you can see. Maybe 12 inches, not much, guys. We're really scraping by, even though I got over $400 worth of material. Wow, and I'm scraping by. Oh man. No, I don't enjoy doing this, and it's not because of the money. It's because I'd rather be on the beach getting a suntan. It's so cold, guys. Brrr. Cold. Oh, what a sook I am. Hey, I forgot to mention this. I covered the Relinia yesterday. That was a mammoth effort, and that took up a lot of frost cloth, the good stuff. But there was a slight challenge here. Hang on, let me put everything down for the lakucha. Oh guys, yeah, I don't enjoy doing this because I can't even find a reason why, but trust me, this is my least favorite thing to do. Spraying trees, that's the worst of all. And mowing the grass, although there's not much left now after all the canopies. That's a good thing. The canopies now have reduced the amount of lawn. Great. Okay, let me show you what happened with the Berlinia. What happened here was, I've got the stake, what do you call it, the support for the blue Java. That blue Java there. Welcome to the channel, by the way, if this is your first time here. We have a lot of return viewers who know exactly where every plant that I have is located. They've seen this 100 times. But if you're new, well, I'm almost finished in covering my tropical fruit trees in a temperate, cool temperate climate. We're gonna finish it today and be done. So, because of this, because of these guys moving in the wind, I had to leave this open. There's a Rollinia. Say hi. Say hi. It's only a small triangle, maybe 20 inches by 10 inches, right? That there. And right above it is a lot of banana material over that triangle. You got that leaf there, and you got 20 leaves up there. So yeah, some water will get in, but not much. Trickles, right? And I put a center post stake in the middle so the water runs down with a pot, right? I hung a pot in there so the frost cloth doesn't get torn. Yeah, so I did a pretty good job. This was mammoth. This and the Bowen mango were the two big jobs, right? Okay, so I've decided to leave the Kway Muk uncovered. It's looking pretty good. And it's getting some protection in here, right? By this wall here, by that wall there, a little bit from the Sapodia, and a lot from the greenhouse and fence. So the only place it's not getting any protection from is this side here, where the bananas are. That's pretty open. Yeah, I pulled out all these banana pups yesterday. They were growing right in there, growing into the Rollinia, right from this clump. So I cut them all off. Here they are. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 banana pups. But I'm not going to put them on eBay. I'm going to mulch them, right? I haven't got time for that kind of business, guys. Propagating, selling, and waiting on customers. I wanna be in the sun. That's where I want to be. I don't want to be waiting for some guy to haggle me down from $20 to $15. I'm not in that mood now in winter. In winter, I'm not in a good mood. Let's put it that way. It's my least favorite season. So I don't want to talk to people regarding plants. That's the monkey jack, and it has to be covered ASAP. As you can see, it's not in a good mood, just like me. Him and I are twins. We both have the same feeling about the cold. Okay, the lacucha is done. Monkey jack is finished. Hope he recovers. We'll see him again in spring. Bye. One more, actually 2 more. Depends how much material I have. I've got 2 trees to cover, but I might only have enough for 1. Well, I've got enough stakes for 2, so we'll see. It's all up to, and I don't have enough clamps. I'm right at the end, guys. I'm at the very, very, very end. See, this one's finished. This frost cloth from Bunnings. I'm down to the last one. We didn't have to go too far. Just 3 meters away. There it is, with its first cold damage, right? I don't know if this is cold damage or if that's just the old leaves dropping off. I don't know, but whatever, we've got to get this bad boy covered today. Okay. Oh, I just noticed I had the stakes already in from a month ago. The big thick ones. The much more see the difference? The much more heavier duty. Don't have to at this height. It's not very high, but the thicker the better, guys. So I haven't even hammered it in. I just pushed them in by hand back at the beginning of May. So good. Well, that means I've got enough stakes. The clamps will be the problem. The Malay jackfruit is done. Needs a little bit of a touch up. Just got to finish it off. That leaves us with one tree, guys. So that's the last tree. Right there. Do you guys recognize it? As you can see, it's already suffering after only 1 week of winter. And true winter, by the way, hasn't even started. That starts in late June. Wow. That's the Rollinia. Look at that. Look at that, guys. It's not gonna make it. Well, there's a slight chance it'll make it if I don't cover it right. Like it'll drop every leaf and look like this. Let's see if this is still alive. Oh my god, is it alive? No. This is the yellow jabuticaba that freaked out after the ice cream bean tree fell. I don't see any green. No. When you hit click, it's alright. Just means I got room for another new tree. Thankfully I've got a backup yellow jabuticaba, right, which is doing okay-ish, but that's not liking the cold either. The jabuticaba is much tougher than the look at that, that's nice. It's much tougher than the Rollinia. So we don't cover jabos except the scarlet. The scarlet is a sook. Yeah, this has had it. This is toast. Oh man. Well, I might put a mango here next spring. We'll see. All right, back to the Rollinia. We have a problem, Houston. Guess what the problem is? It's that we only have two clamps left. That's the problem. Oh no! And I've got like 2, 4. I've got 6 or 8 stakes. So we're good on the stake side, and we're good with a frost cloth. There's just enough to cover the Rollinia, but I've only got these 2 clamps. Wow, there's going to be just enough frost cloth to wrap it twice. That's a double wrap with 7 stakes. I used all the stakes I had. 7 stakes, but and there's enough here to put a cover on top, just enough to layer it on top, but no clamps. What a bummer. All I need is 4 or pegs. Maybe I should just use pegs. I've got to use something, guys. See here how I ran out and I used pegs. It's been like this for a month. Hasn't moved, hasn't budged. So the pegs work, but sometimes they fly off. Let's go and find some pegs on a clothesline. It's getting dark and it looks like it's gonna rain. It rained all last night. So that's winter here. Winter is the wet season. Wet and cold. So let's grab these 4. Kim's not going to like it. These are her new pegs for the laundry. Oh well. I'll get her new ones. So I got, guys. That's a backup. That's plan B. I can't wait to be done. with this frost cloth business. Well, what do you know? What do you know, guys? The laundry clips saved the day. We are done. Wow. No more trees to cover. I can't believe it. I do need to get a couple of more to stop the flapping here. Right, just tidy up. Another 5 pegs. I just hope they don't unclip themselves. They're known for that. Whereas the clamps, those clamps never come off unless you bump into them. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. Oh, what an ordeal it's been the last 6-7 weeks covering all these sooks. The little allspice seems to be happy there. Let's see how it pulls through winter unprotected. Looks really happy, doesn't it? It's got a little lily growing next to it too, so we'll leave those there, and overhead protection from the monstera. Oh man, yeah. So we got the Rollinia backup. That's a backup Rollinia. We got the canister seedling. We got the golden soursop there, and back there, I don't know if it's still living, the Key West Mamesopodi Pantane. Yeah, good luck on that one. All right, guys, it's getting dark. As I said, there's only like 10-15 minutes of light left. I just made it with the pegs, just made it with all the material, and I just made it with the daylight. It's finished. Oh, finally. So these are gonna come undone sometime in late September, depending on the tree. The Abiu, of course, and Star Apple, they're not gonna come undone till October. But some of the other tropicals I can uncover in September, like the mangoes. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, so this cheap stuff from Bunnings also saved the day. So it's good to have these as a backup. Without these, I would not have been able to finish the job today, right? I had to double wrap the Rollinia. Triple wrap and double wrap on top. So they're okay. These are okay, but only as a backup, not as a main source. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Oh, I got another backup pack of steaks here. And subscribe to the channel, boys, if you haven't. Oh, there's another one here. Oh, gee, it's a long one. Whoa. It's over 2 meters, so I've got a couple spares for next year. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm glad to see the La Cucha covered. I should have done it a month ago, guys. Poor thing. It suffered through May. May is cold. Oh, there's another one. May's cold, guys. Even though it's still around 20, 22 at night. The nighttime, I keep repeating it. The nighttime's the problem. When it gets down to 4 and 5 Celsius. Bye, guys.